What's going on, guys? Your boy Kari, aka Unbraided Warrior here, and I got a story to tell you. The story I want to talk to you about is the time I got pulled over while strapped. Stay tuned.
Got me feeling like best. All headshots, no chest. Every day, Saturday, we blessed. You ain't make it there yet, take steps. Write your goals down and make progress.
Alright, guys, so check it out. I'm going to tell you about the story when I got pulled over while strapped. Now, I believe this was, was it 2017, 2018? It was either 2017 or 2018. It might have been 2018. And the reason why I say it might have been 2018 because this is when I had my Smith & Wesson M&P full size for a good while now. And that was the firearm that I had on me when I was driving. So to start off, I believe I was going to run an errand or two. I think do some grocery shopping, right? And this was at the time this was the time I was living with my parents still. In the back of my parents' house, there is a shopping plaza, which is it's a huge shopping plaza with a bunch of different stores and stuff like that. And but in our backyard is a public parking lot, and that is access to a probation office. So I pulled out of the backyard, threw out the the public parking lot, and then as I drove down, and then there is a exit way where you can go left or right. I went left, and I made it to after the first block, like I said, about 2 minutes after I passed the first block, that's when I see the freaking red and blue lights. The moment you even see a cop behind you at first, then you hear the whoo. I'm like, shit. Any black person can tell you, the moment first when they see a cop behind them, they don't even have to do shit. It's just that uneasy feeling of, oh fuck, oh shit, oh my God. Like, you didn't do nothing wrong, but you just get scared automatically. That is something white folks do not know what the fuck that shit feels like. They're like,
fuck could be a brandy nothing.
Us? We know we ain't doing shit. We still get scared like, oh my God, what? Now, as I got pulled over, right? I'm trying to calm down myself because I have to think. One, you don't panic, because if you panic, then it's gonna make the freaking cop panic. And bro, you already got 3 strikes against you. 1, you're black. 2, you're big as fuck. 3, you're tagged. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, number 4, motherfucker, you strapped. You give cops 4 reasons to be scared of your ass off rip, and you still ain't do nothing. But like I was saying, I was taking a couple of deep breaths and to calm myself down, just getting ready to to go through this process. And also in my mind, knowing the Florida law, those of you who do live in Florida and those of you who don't live in Florida, this is the rules when it comes to being pulled over in the state of Florida. By law, we don't gotta tell the cops jack shit if we are concealed carrying on us or not. But there was something that a concealed carry instructor told me that that would basically help people out a whole lot more, those of who are concealed carry holders. And he told me this: even though you do not have to tell the cops shit, it makes them feel a little bit more better, and they are less threatened when you provide them with the information that you are carrying. I was like, okay, all right, he's probably right. So this is what ends up happening. Of course, I got both my hands on the wheel, not like this, fingers and tips and everything. You can see that and everything else like that. So as the officer comes up to my, my windshield, I believe, did I already have the window pulled down? Or did I have to, I don't quite remember. Why am I saying but I believe I rolled the window down. I hit the button, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I believe she asked me, it was a she, and she was fairly short. I could probably say she was probably about maybe 5'5", 5'6", kind of skinny. So, but she asked her, no. She asked me, do I have my license registration? And as I have my hands out here, I know where my license registration is. But the problem is where I had it at. My license was in my left pocket in my wallet. My insurance registration is in my glove box to the right. I'm like,
Oh, shit.
you know what I'm saying? So me feeling like that, I said, okay, I'm letting you know my wallet, my ID is in my wallet, in my left pocket, and my license and registration is in the glove box over there. I'm just letting you know I'm going to go get them, okay? She was like, oh yeah, fine, no problem. Like, said like, go and do what you gotta do, man, get the shit out. But I'm a big black cat strap motherfucker. Like, man, look here. But you know how it is. You know how traffic stops, could just end up for an African American male or African American female, in this country. Sometimes you may end up in a routine traffic stop. Your ass ain't going home no more because of the bullshit that cops just do. So I reached over and got my red envelope that had my insurance and registration. I gave her that, and then I went into, my wallet to get my ID out. Now, this is what I did. Remembering what my concealed carry instructor told me. I had both licenses on top of each other. I had my driver's license and I had my concealed carry weapons permit right on top of each other. So I said, I'm gonna give her both. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled out them both. They were on top of each other, like where you couldn't even see. Like you couldn't even tell if I had two. So I pulled both of them out and I gave them both to her. And she said, she's gonna walk back to her car and everything else like that. And I put my hands right back on the steering wheel like this. I can see her in my side review mirror. I'm like, this woman is gonna turn around any second now. She takes about a good, 5 or 6 steps, and that's when she turns around. I'm like, she felt it. Oh, you got 2 cars. Okay, driver's license, the other. Ooh. That's when she's like, oh, okay, this is concealed carry weapons permit. All right. Then she walked back to the whip, you know what I'm saying? And that's when she asked me, do you have any firearms around? I said, yes, my firearm is on my person. It is on my right hip, and I have an extra mag, and it is loaded as well. My firearm was loaded. And she's like, okay, all right, no problem. For my safety and for yours, I would like to, take it off your person, and I was like, okay, yeah, cool. So now this is what happened here. I had my hands up like this as she opened the door herself. You know what I'm saying? She unlocked it and she opened the door, and I leaned back, like this. You know what I'm saying? What she did was put herself in a very, very vulnerable situation. This woman, okay, I'm like this. She reaches over me, and, grabs my firearm out of my belly band holster. Yeah, out of my belly band holster, right? And she grabs it, and she gets the extra mag as well. If I was a bad dude, if I was a bad person, if I was like I had a warrant out and shit like that, I could have easily grabbed her ass, put her ass in a chokehold like this, you know what I'm saying, and just take her gun and go boom. But you know what? The fact that I did what I did by not only giving her my license registration, I gave her my concealed carry weapons permit. And in her mind, she's like, okay, he gave me this too. Okay, I'm gonna go back and ask him if he has any firearms in the car or on him. And the fact that I told her the truth about it, it made her feel like, okay, I'm not a threat. I'm being honest about it. And, the fact that I did that, she felt like she could trust me to reach over me and take my gun off of me. You know what I'm saying? So now when that happened, of course, I waited and everything else like that for her to run everything else and whatever. So I think that was about I think in total that might have been 15, 20 minutes it felt like. You know what I'm saying? And that's when she came back and finally told me why the fuck she pulled me over. I'm like, that's something you should tell someone when you first pull them over. You know why I pulled you over? No, I don't know why you pulled me over. First, I actually thought it was because I ran a fucking stop sign. Because like I told you guys, like when I pulled out of my parents' backyard and into that parking lot, and then there's an intersection where you can go left or right. I went left. But there was a stop sign there. I didn't stop. I just, you know what I'm saying? First, that's what I thought it was. But that's not what she told me. She told me because she said my tints were too dark. And I know my tints are not too dark because I know I have the legal amount of tint, the legal percentage of tint that's on my windows. It's just the fact that I have dark interior. So the dark interior makes it seem like my tints are a whole lot darker when really they're not. So like, let's say if I'm driving down at night, right? You look at my car, you can't see shit in my car. You literally can't, because not only do I have the right amount of percentage of tint, which is fairly dark, but plus me having dark interior and it's nighttime, you can't see jack. You gotta shine a freaking flashlight on my shit to see what's in there. So I told her, I know I have a limited amount of tint, you know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that, I have dark interior, so it does make it look like it's a whole lot darker. And she said, okay, all right, that's fine, but just letting you know that if a police officer sees, feels like your tint is too dark, they are allowed to stop you. I'm like, oh, yeah, I understand that, you know what I'm saying? And she put my firearm and my spare mag in the back of my trunk. I popped the trunk for her so she could do that. And, and she drove on off, you know what I'm saying? And then I got out and went in the trunk, you know what I'm saying? Loaded my shit back the fuck up, back around the put my shit in, you know what I mean? And went on about my business. So yeah, guys, that's what happened. That's exactly how it happened, from step by step. So basically, what I suggest you take away from this is that being a black gun owner in America, if your state tells you, if your state gun laws tell you that you do not have to tell the police shit about you carrying a firearm on you, technically, what the law says, you don't have to say shit. But being a black person in America, man, you know what I'm saying, it's best that, you know what I'm saying, just so you can go home to your family, you can go home to your kids, or you can go home to your freaking apartment or your place where you live, you know what I'm saying? And just so you can just make it there, I suggest you do what I did. You know what I'm saying? I had both my driver's license and my concealed carry weapons permit on top of each other, and I just pulled them both out simultaneously and gave them to the officer. And when she was walking back and felt that there was two cars and she saw I had a concealed carry weapons permit, that clicked in her mind that, okay, this person just gave me a concealed weapons carry permit, showing me that they can legally carry. And okay, so she decided to go back and was like, okay, do you have any weapons in the car? And I was like, yes, I do. It is on my person, it is on my right hip, and I have a spare mag, and my firearm is also loaded. So in me being truthful like that, it brought like whatever type of maybe racial profiling she may have had in her mind but wasn't showing it, by her attitude or her body language or whatever, or even facial expressions, whatever she probably might have had racial stereotypes about me already, maybe not, but if she did have any, me doing that brought her down. That like, okay, this big black dude gave me his concealed carry weapons card and told me honestly that he does have a firearm on him. That made her trust me a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that made her trust me a whole lot more, that improves my chances of getting out of this traffic stop alive and well and able to continue my errand and take my ass back the fuck home. And if that were to ever happen to me again, I would do the exact same thing. But what I will also think you guys should do is, if you do not have a dash camera, I suggest you definitely, buy one. And because with a dash camera, of course, you should have the right dash camera. And what I mean by the right dash camera, meaning it has a very nice wide range of 170 to 180 degrees. So if, let's say, if you were to get hit in an accident, the car that may hit you can be seen hitting you from either this direction, that direction, let alone head on. And it could take pictures, it has audio and all that type of stuff. and everything else like that. And also, if you're about to get pulled over, you can simply do this. Turn that dash camera around to point at you, and it points at the officer as well. It's because the fact that the dash camera has 170 to 180 degree angle, that means it can capture you and the officer at the window as well. So that while it's recording, it has audio and it can see your movements and the officer's movements at all times. So God forbid anything does happen, it's already being recorded. You do not gotta make bad movements and bad judgments by like taking out your phone and doing all this. You know what I'm saying? Because then the cop may think you trying to do something, and that's when they're gonna probably end up killing you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that. So if you guys get anything from this video, I suggest that you do what I did by just having give them both your license and registration and your concealed carry weapons permit, so they can they can feel a whole little bit better about dealing with you. And also, someone told me that they actually got something where it's on their what do you call it? Man, I forgot what the fuck you call that shit. I think it's a sun visor or whatever, where it blocks the sun from coming in your eyes, and you can move to the side as well. There's something where you can put your license and registration and all that type of stuff in there, so that it's a whole lot better than you going to your wallet or you're going to your glove compartment reaching. You know what I'm saying? It'd be right up there already. So at least they can see that you're getting it here. Your hands are not going here or aren't going somewhere else. I'm gonna purchase that as well. What my friend sent me, I'm gonna put that in the link in the description at the bottom, and I'll also put some nice recommendations for some dash cams that you can have in your car, so in case for accidents, but mainly especially if you get pulled over by the police. All right guys, that's it. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate it if you guys made it to this point. That means you have made it to the end of this video. You gave me valuable watch minutes. I really do appreciate you guys for that. Just so you know, I got some good news coming up real soon. And I think this is something you guys are gonna like. So it's your boy Kari, aka Armored the Warrior here, checking out. Once again, stay safe, stay vigilant. Have a good one, everybody.
I'm feeling like the greatest, yeah. Play this first, now the players, yeah. I ain't never asked for no favors, nah. You can take my name off the wait list, yeah. Ooh, feeling like the greatest, ooh.